email from your marketing support
Liz,
person.
okay, say that again.
When your email is sent out by your marketing support person, they will send you an email that says forward email send completed. And it will have a link at the bottom.
Can I just get that? Give me a second. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, it has a link, yeah.
And you hit the link.
Liz. You hit the link.
And it's going to pull.
You're not. Yeah. There we go.
And it pulls you up to a results page. And the page will tell you.
You want to show them that?
Here's the page.
How soon after the email's been sent?
A couple of hours, usually. 1 day the most.
Okay.
It'll show you the email that you sent out, so you can remember, for those of us with bad memories. It will give you analytics. It will tell you
Can you show us?
that 99.3% were delivered. It will tell you the bounce rate. Which
This is
means-
once you hit the link that was in the email.
Right.
Here, Laura, let me get that. Thank you.
It will show you
okay.
activity, how many are opened.
Okay, and then what do you do with this information?
Now
Liz?
I'm going to show you what you do. And you scroll down, and you're going to see that there are names with boxes. So what I do is I go to list 95 plus, because then it pulls everything up nice and easy for me.
List 95 plus, okay.
And now I'm going to get a list of who opened. Now I always check with the people that are opened to see, because this will say date unsubscribed. So you'll know who hit the unsubscribes just
Like this
by looking
person
at
hit unsubscribe.
Correct. It will also, if you get a 1 here, it will show you, and there's no date unsubscribed, it will show you who might have actually clicked through on the email and gone to like the website. But that doesn't matter
Oh, okay.
as much as who opened the email.
So then what do you do with
Do
the
you know
people
if
who
they
open it?
forwarded it on?
No, I don't know what they did with it once they got it.
Gotcha. So you don't know if they forwarded.
I don't know if they forwarded it, I don't know what they did. But what I do with this list, now when you start doing this every week and looking at it, there are some things you get to know. Like, there are some that I know are opened every week. Some are set clients. Some are, like, I have an only email address I have is an info, and I've come to realize that the decision maker is not really getting it, but I'm still living in hope that one day someone will open it and then forward it to the decision maker. So I'm not taking them off the list, and they've never opted out, so not my problem. You know, they have the ability to opt out. So I don't bother following up with those people. I know, like, I'll reach out to those people once or twice a year. So the first thing I do is I go down this list and I start looking for things that don't show up that often that I know are good. Here's a good one. I've been wanting to talk to ProTops. Toledo Bueno. I've never, that's a new one.
How do you know it's a new one? Because she opened it and had never opened it before?
Her name has not popped up very frequently on my open list.
Where does it show that?
Everything that I'm pulling up on top has a check mark, so they opened it.
Oh, okay. And you
And
haven't
that's
seen
just
her.
not a-
But for them just starting, they're going to look at all of the
Right,
opens.
and you have to learn to kind of take the evidence.
What do they do with the opens? Pretend this is your first time too. What do you do with the people who have opened?
I usually will sit back on Friday afternoons and call. Never tell them that you saw that they opened their email. You
Say
will
that again.
freak them
Never
out.
tell them what?
Never say I saw that you will open my email,
You're gonna
or
think we're Big
or
Brother.
I just look at what the product is that I sent the email out. So if the product is postcards, I'll say, the message I'll leave or what I'll say is, I wanted to talk to you about Solo Direct Mail postcards. We have cards that are 15.89 cents with postage.
And this is a phone call.
This is a phone call, and then I'll leave the message that way.
What price did you just say?
15.89 cents.
We don't know what the new prices would be.
If I saw that they opened like my Clipper one or my TLS, that's the only thing I check, is because obviously that's what caught them.
Prompted them, right?
So,
But you're not going to call that same person every week, right?
once you start knowing that they're showing up every week, they go to like a once a month phone call for me.
But for the first few weeks you'll call them,
For the
and then
first
you'll
few
see.
weeks, you
Yeah.
will.
Okay.
And then what I usually do midweek is I'll go to the ones that I call the specials, which are the ones I'll go through this list, and those are like the 10 or 15 people, and I've already left the phone message, but I still haven't heard.
That you really want. Kind
And
of
I
the
really
same
want.
thing. Yeah.
And I
that we
send an
talked
email
about.
with a date the following week. It says 2 o'clock, March 22nd. And then on the bottom it says, let's discuss 15.89 cents email.
So
I
did you
wanna
hear that? What
comment-
she's putting in the subject line is a very direct, hey, can we meet on this day
But
and
not
this
can we
time?
meet. I'm saying, or I'll put our meeting, March 22nd. And people are like, I'm just
Right, but they open the email.
They open the email.
And then what do you say in the email?
I say, if you're interested in 15.98 solo postcards,
2.89.
I'd love to show you some samples and learn about your marketing plan. It's 20 minutes. If the 22nd doesn't work for you, email me back a day and time that does work, and I'll be there. It's a 20-minute meeting. You'll definitely walk away with a lot of
So
information.
she's emailed them, she's called them, and now she's emailed them directly.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say.
Right, so that's now
What
3
about, you know, you get
touches.
50 appointments for the 22nd.
So
that'd be-
email, call.
That will never happen,
Right.
and if that should be the worst problem. If you have that
Gosh,
problem, let
yeah.
me know. I'll come to Greenville and take you out to lunch, 'cause that's a good
Yeah,
one.
dinner.
Yeah, that's never happened.
Okay, and then what?
And then sometimes I get appointments off of that. Sometimes I've sold off of that. Sometimes I get nothing for weeks off
So
of that.
is there a step that you do, a touch that you do after that? Or is there a touch you recommend they do after the initial email, the call, and then another email? Or do you then wait? Okay,
I
so
wait.
let me,
I wait.
do this
because
again,
I kind of
yeah.
put it in their court. I see if they open the next week's email.
and
if they
sometimes
don't.
it's 2 years.
And
I was
sometimes
with you
it's
on
2
that
years,
appointment where
yeah.
they said, hey, I've been getting your emails for 2 years.
I might put them on a list to make sure that I'm calling them monthly, you know, and just even leaving a voicemail message because that's part of the whole thing.
Okay,
If
I'm
they're
gonna